Quick question. How many leads do you think you lose every month because somebody visits your website after hours? They've got a question, but there's no one that can answer that question. Now, if your website can't respond, well, then you're basically telling customers, try somebody else. Now, I know what that's like. And to end that problem, what I did is I created an AI powered live chat widget. I built it for ReyesAI.com. That's my website. And I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you exactly how this widget, how it captures leads even when I'm busy or asleep. Hi, I'm Lou Reyes, and many of you out there, many people know me from my YouTube channels, Side Hustle Rules, and Over 50 TV, where I've hit over 4 million views. Now, I've also built and run media businesses in multiple U.S. cities, and I've worked closely with hundreds of business owners across the country. So I know what it takes to turn attention into paying customers, and that's why we launched ReyesAI.com to help business owners like you leverage AI to make more money. Now, let me show you my customer service widget. As you can see, we're on the ReyesAI.com homepage. And of course, it does say smart, affordable, AI-powered websites for small businesses and startups. But what we want to do today is I just want to jump right into it, and I want to go down to the bottom right-hand corner here, and what you're going to see is my live chat widget. I built it. I'm going to click on it, and I call it Ask Kish, and I call it Ask Kish after Kish Townsend. She's a Reyes AI business partner. Now, this widget, it's trained on every single bit of information included on our website. What this means for people like me is it gives me 24/7 engagement. And this website, our website, it responds instantly, day, night, weekend. So we don't miss any opportunity if somebody wants information about any of our products, whether it's our website design or any of the products that we make for our clients. It also allows me or gives me lead capture. Now, this widget can collect name and email, or can collect phone numbers. It can give our customers all the information they need, but what I like is the fact that it also gives me leads. Now, it also does this. It means fewer repetitive calls and direct messages because it handles the same questions that we answer 20, 30, 40 times a week. People call about pricing. They want to know about the services, the timeliness. They want to know how to get started with our products. I think it also gives us better conversions because people trust businesses that respond quickly, because what we know is speed. Speed does build confidence. Now, I'm not gonna show you, I'm not gonna teach you how to build the customer service widget in this video. What I'm gonna do though, is I'm gonna show you how it works from the customer's point of view, because really that is what matters. So let's go ahead, let's examine our chat bot here. And I'm gonna go down here and I'll type in something for you just so that you can see it. I'm gonna just type in I'll pretend that I'm a visitor, and I'm gonna say, hey, what do you do at Reyes AI? Let me just type that in. What do you do at Reyes AI? And I'll hit the enter button there, and let's see what it pops up just to show you. And it just explains everything. Reyes AI helps small businesses and startups get online fast with smart, affordable AI-powered websites and automation. And here's what we do. And it just goes and gives a litany of everything that we do. But let me tell you this widget that we created, it's trained on everything. So it can, if they have a specific question, it'll give that specific answer. But yeah, it just so quickly, as you can see, it just draws from the information that I trained this widget on, and it just draws from that information, and it just answers that customer's question very, very quickly, as you can see here. Now, it also asks the customer a question at the bottom. If you tell me a bit about your business's industry, what you sell, and your major goals. It really can answer a lot of questions, so it can give your customer the answer that they really are looking for. And I really love it about this thing. Now, let me just give you another example of what a widget can do. I'm going to type in another question. How much does a website cost? And hit that in there, click it, and it's going to give me the answer in literally in just seconds. It'll tell us or tell the person who's asking the question. And imagine this, it's after 5 o'clock, after 6, after 7, maybe 10 o'clock at night. You got people who are looking for answers and they go to your website. Well, if your website doesn't have a widget, it's not going to be able to answer their question. You can see how quickly it answers that question, but it also does this. I can recommend the most cost-effective package for you. And it asks that visitor, that website visitor, for their name and their email address. And I can add in more fields. I could add phone number in here. I could ask them what their industry is. There's so many things that I can add, but I try to keep it short and sweet because I've learned customers don't want to give a lot of information usually, especially if they're asking to be called back. So I ask them for their name, their email address. I could also ask them, give me an idea what you're looking for. But I find, again, speed. It's so important. You want to give that customer their answers as quickly as possible. Now, let me just do another question here just to show you one more thing. I'm going to type in, I need a website. Just type it in here. I need a website. Make sure I'm not misspelling it. I need a website. And what I'm going to do is say, what is the next step? So this is a pretend customer asking a question. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hit that little arrow again on my widget. And we're a pretend customer. We're getting the answer. Great. It says here, Reyes AI definitely can help you with that. Here's the next step. And we tell them what to do. They can book a call by clicking a link. We've got this links on the website they can click. They can click this link, or they can go ahead and they can just fill out the information at the bottom here. Once again, name and email address. It just makes everything so easy when you have this customer service widget on your website. And there you go. That is the ReyesAI.com customer service widget. Now, there's some things that I do want you to think about when you're considering adding a customer service widget to your website. Keep in mind, you're going to get the conversation and you're going to get the lead information. You're going to be able to review what that customer asked for, which I think is pretty important, especially if you're planning on talking to that customer at some point in the near future. You can also follow up pretty fast because you've got their email address, you've got their phone number, and maybe you've asked some other questions, they've given you some answers, and you know what? You've got even more information that you can use when you're going to be talking to that potential client or customer. Now, the widget, very important to remember, and I've said this a few times now, the widget keeps working 24/7, even when you're on the job or driving or asleep. And I really love that about our widget because it really does help us to provide the best customer service. So if you are someone who decides, I want to get that lead, I don't want to lose it, you want to capture it. If you want a customer service widget like ours on our website, well, then just go ahead and contact ReyesAI.com and we can set it up for you. We'll customize it for your business. We'll train it on your services and on your FAQs, and then we'll set it up to capture leads so you can follow up and close more sales. Just go to ReyesAI.com and you can book a discovery call with me, or you can maybe just go ahead and message us using the chat bubble on this page. And of course, I'm going to invite you to try it for yourself. Type in some questions, see how fast it works, see about the type of information that you're going to get, that potentially you could get about your products or your services. Well, again, if you've got any questions, I'm looking forward to talking to you. Other than that, as I always say, have a great day, everybody.